What's going on, my fellow boxing junkies, addicts, and fiends? You know who it is. Your boy, Big Will Steel, holding it down like only Big Will Steel can, you know what I mean? So please, if you are tuning in, let me know if you can hear me. I have my AirPods on. I'm acting like an old man. I have my AirPods on, and I want to make sure you can hear me. We're waiting a few minutes, so sit down, relax, get comfortable, get a drink, and we're going to soon be interviewing hot prospect Mark Reyes Jr. in just a little bit. I'm waiting for him to send me a request, and then we're going to get this interview started. So if you are in here, let me know if you can hear me. Just say, yes, Will, we can hear you, or no, Will, I can't hear you. Let me know immediately. I should have tested this before I came back on, but I've been running around. So yeah, we are waiting a few minutes until we get Mark Reyes Jr., undefeated welterweight prospect at 14-0. Raquel, thank you very much for letting me know with the thumbs up that she can hear me. That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, to you, your husband, your daughter, and your son. Love you guys. All right, so we are going to wait for Mark. Obviously, you know, or if you don't know, I represent Sidestep Boxing. I'm pretty much the face of Sidestep Boxing. We interview fighters. We travel here in the U.S., but with this pandemic, we really can't do much, but we really do like going to boxing events and covering them, interviewing fighters, introducing other people to fighters. So if you're tuning in for the very first time, thank you so much. If you are a returning customer, not a customer, but if you are a returning viewer, I also want to thank you so very much. I'm just waiting for Mark to tune in, and then we can get this interview started. I hope he's not on Puerto Rican time. We said 7 o'clock. I hope that doesn't mean 8 or 8:30. So we're going to there's a bunch of people starting to come in. Oh, we see Mark. Mark, send me the request. Here we go. I'll go live. And we are waiting for Mark in a few minutes to tune in. Come on, Marky, man. All right, so I'm going to continue to talk. I see a couple of people in here right now. We got my brother, Sonny Primetime Duverson. We got manager extraordinaire, Ryan Ricky. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we have undefeated welterweight prospect, my brother, Mark Reyes Jr. Mark, first of all, thank you so much for coming on the show and letting me interview you so we can talk, have some fun, and enjoy yourself. First of all, how you doing, my brother?
I'm great, man. Yesterday was an early night, as you've seen. So I look forward to getting back in the gym on Monday, and just looking for the next fight, man. That's it. That's all that matters. Next fight.
Damn, hey, you didn't even wait for me to ask. You didn't even wait for me to ask you. You were like, okay, yeah, last night it was good. Relax, man. Let's have some fun. Let me introduce you first of all. All right. So, like I said before, you're undefeated at 14-0. What is it? 13 by knockout. Is that correct?
Correct. No, wait. 14-0, 12 by knockout.
12 and by knockout. Okay, let me put that in my notes so I don't mess that up. All right. So you're 13-0, 12 by knockout. Extremely beautiful record, undefeated. You're knocking out everybody. You are on a 9-fight win streak. Okay. I'm just talking about knockouts. So you're either winning your last 9 fights by either TKO or KO, right? Is that correct? So now let me ask you a question. You being so young at the age of 24 and you're knocking out everybody, and this is where it becomes a trap. Are you falling in love with your power, or can you still go back to your boxing ability and everything else?
I wish my dad was next to me so he could go ahead and vouch for me on this. But I've told him so many times, I was like, you know what? You know my favorite part of fighting and boxing and doing anything is? He's like, what? I was like, when I get in the ring and I make people miss, that's my favorite thing to do, is just to keep making people miss, keep them guessing, and then to just hit them here and there with some pop shots. I love that. Like, that is my favorite way to fight. Unfortunately, the power has a tendency to make people shy away and they don't come in to fight. Therefore, I can't really use my counter punching skills. I can't pop shot. I have to kind of be the aggressor and walk them down. But that's my favorite way to fight. So absolutely not. Am I fall in love with the power? No. I probably, first time I knocked somebody out, I was 13 at the Golden Gloves. So I mean, I've been used to things like this. It's just, I think the first grown man I knocked out, I was 15.
A grown man, you knock at the age of 15.
Yeah, right hand, caught him. Boom. That was it.
Yeah. Hey, hey, must feel good. Like obviously, I know you know I'm not a big time puncher. I have to rely on my boxing skills. You, on the other hand, get to knock out everyone. So that has to be a great feeling. When do you know you landed a great shot and this man is not getting up? The fight is over. You can count up to 100. The man is not getting up.
I think I just anytime you land flush, I mean you know about baseball. You know, you're Dominican. You know about baseball. You know, when you have that clean connect, it doesn't matter if it's a ground ball, line drive, or it's a pop up. When it's clean and it's a smooth hit, you just know that ball's jumping wherever it's going, whatever direction that ball's jumping. So it's almost the same thing. You know, he's crashing into somebody's skull, and you know you're obviously exerting a lot of force, and not everybody's chin can go ahead and take that punishment. So,
Mm-hmm.
and any clean shot, I know I'm either hurting somebody, wobbly legs, or that's the end of the fight.
All right, so we're gonna be flip flopping back and forth, talking about fight and then your life in general outside the ring. You are a, should I say, a single father of two little kids, a boy and a girl. Is that safe to say? Yes, correct.
Yeah, that is correct.
All right, so you being a single father at the age of 24 and having to balance a boxing career and also have to take care of your two young kids. How are you able to balance both things and still be exceptional inside the ring, like you need to be, and outside the ring? So how are you doing that?
It's difficult. I mean, nothing in life is easy, and especially when you have a career that is very cutthroat. You know, you got to obviously dedicate a lot of time to the sport. So I'm very thankful that my kids have a wonderful mother. Obviously, things didn't work out between us, but they would, at the end of the day, they have a wonderful mother. She steps up a lot of the times when I need her to. So she kind of understands that, hey, you know what? If whatever Mark accomplishes in boxing, it's only going to benefit our kids, and it's only going to make their lives better. And we don't have to see the struggle. They don't have to see the struggles that I saw as a kid or that she has experienced, you know?
Yeah.
So as far as that, you know, we're both definitely on the same page, and that helps out tremendously as well. My family, you know, as you see, I always have great family support. So, you know, they usually try to step up as well and do what they can to make sure that I'm in training and I can at least tend to that and focus on that 100% and be ready for the next fight.
That's good. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And I do see that. Me and your father, obviously, we're extremely close. We do talk on the phone, and he lets me know how proud he is of his son, Mark Reyes Jr. Every single time he gets the opportunity to talk to you, talk about you. He talks very highly of you. Now, you grew up. You're born and raised here in Tampa, Florida. You grew up in the Seminole Heights section of Tampa. Um, how you growing up in Seminole Heights or being born and raised in Tampa pretty much
It
to the
well,
sport of boxing.
yeah. As a kid, it definitely like what I'm 3 minute walk from Sulphur Springs. So it's not, you know, as a kid, it was a little different. You know, that back then neighborhoods were just very different. You know, kids would fight all the time. You see
Mhm.
a lot of different things. Now, in this area, everything is calmed down. Everything's nice and relaxed. So I like that. You know, I think it's a great environment now for my kids to grow up in and things like that. And I love Tampa. I love being here. I love being from here. And you know, I'm just happy that I get to go ahead and perform and put on for everybody that supports me and everybody that's in this city. And you know, I just want to give them something to be proud of at the end of the day.
So enlighten me a little bit. Obviously, you know I wasn't born and raised here in Tampa, Florida. I'm from New Jersey, but now this is my adopted state of or my adopted city of Tampa, Florida. How was Seminole Heights or Zolfo Springs back in the day when you were growing up?
I would say 80s, 90s, early 2000s. There's just a lot of prostitution. Okay, I'll give you a prime example. This area, did you watch Tiger King or something like Tiger Kings? You
Yeah, yeah,
watch
yeah, yeah, yeah. Tiger King. Yeah, yeah.
Carol Baskin. There's a bit of a theory here. So we think people that are from here, we believe that Carol Baskin was actually a prostitute because on Nebraska Avenue, listen,
Yeah.
Nebraska, where she got picked up between a certain point, there was a lot of prostitution back then. So we think, you know, she got picked up trying to, you know, make a sale, do whatever, and ended up meeting her husband, and that's who she ended up being with for a little while.
Mhm.
But Yeah, this area is really bad with drugs, prostitution, a lot of violence too. So, I'm glad that they've cleaned up. They've done a lot around this area. It looks really nice. Well, you saw the park that we went to.
Yeah.
It's cleaned up. It's cleaned up well.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So, like I said, you represent Tampa. You do a lot at the age of 24 for the city of Tampa, and they're reciprocating that same love when they go out to your fights. How does it feel having your city? This is your city, MRJ, the King of Tampa. How does it feel having that type of support each and every time you fight? They're absolutely going crazy. The energy, the ticket sales go out of the freaking, they blow out of the roof. How does that feel?
I, it's tough, man. Sometimes I can't put it. Words can't express enough of what that feeling is. That feeling is electric. It runs through your entire body, and then you just have goosebumps that are all over your entire body, and you just want to come out and you just want to make sure that everybody understands that you might be the only one in that ring and that they can see, but there's so many people behind you that are pushing you, that are making sure that this is who I'm giving my support to. And at the end of the day, bro, that feeling is so immense. That feeling is just so motivating to want to come out every day and train and say, damn, today's was a hard day training. Tomorrow I got to get back up and do the same thing. But
Mm-hmm.
I do it for this, this, and this. And I know this person backs me up and that person backs me up. And I got these people that believe in me. So
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, it's just one of those things, especially at my kids. Sometimes people ask them what they want to be. Once in a while, they say like astronaut or whatever. But half the time it's, I want to be a boxer like my dad.
Aww.
For them, no, I don't. As you know, it's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
like I love that they're proud of what their father does, and I'm happy to say this is what I'm doing, and this is what I'm going to continue to do. Until hopefully I'm 30, 32 years old, and that's it. 30 to 32, and I'm done.
So right now, you as a 24-year-old, you've accomplished a lot, but not as much as you want to. You already know at the age of 30, 32, you're done.
That's it. Yeah.
No
So
going, no going past, because a lot of people are going to remember this interview and what you just said. So at the
that's
age of 30, for anywhere from 30 to 32, you're done.
it. I'm not looking back. I've given a lot of years to this sport, taken away a lot of time from my kids, a lot of time from my family, and I love it. It's a beautiful sport. In the end, it's always going to be hard, but what 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 is worth anything if it's not worked for and rewarding? You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's valueless. You
Mm-hmm.
can't just be given something and truly understand the meaning and the value of that. So I'm just really happy that I stuck with this sport. I grinded through it. I've gotten to 14-0. I'm gonna continue to climb, and I tell at least two or three people after every fight. They're like, "Oh, great fight, Mark. On to the next one." I'm like, "Yeah, but the same way you say on to the next one, that's one less fight that I will ever have in my life. So I
Yeah.
have to enjoy that moment, enjoy the grind, and enjoy every part that gets to it."
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, man, it's something special, and I'm gonna enjoy it for the next 6 to 8 years, and
Mm-hmm.
after that is all the time for my family and my kids.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I just appreciate that you already have a plan, because a lot of people come into this game with no plan. You already know what you want to do, and I don't know if you have an X amount of money you want to make or how many titles you want to claim and then get out of the game. But that is very smart to have a plan. Anything in life that you do and then get out of the game, especially a sport so demanding like the sport of
Right.
boxing.
Absolutely. I mean, it's taxing. Like I tell people, it's taxing just on your feet, your joints, your knees, let alone sparring, getting hit in the head and things like that. So at the end of the day, I wanna leave this sport the way I came in, with my brain intact. I wanna be able to speak the way I do now, eloquently, and have conversations with a great flow, and not be stuttering and fumbling with my words when I'm speaking to my kids, or I'm giving a speech at their wedding.
Yeah.
I don't you know.
Yeah, I
So
feel you. I feel you on that one. That is, first of all, I mean, I got to congratulate you once again for having a tremendous, tremendous game plan, vision for what you want to do in your life. So now, Mark,
what's up?
a year ago or a little bit longer than a year, you signed a contract with power promoter, the man himself, Lou DiBella for DiBella Entertainment, and then we got hit with a pandemic.
Yeah.
How has the pandemic either derailed your plans or made it much difficult for you to accomplish what you want to accomplish in this sport at a quicker pace?
It's completely derailed that train. I mean, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna count my blessings. I'm very fortunate that at least I got to have 3 fights this year before this year was over.
Which is
Um,
good.
yeah, I mean this has been a year that's absolutely crazy. A lot of fighters are gonna sit on the shelf until maybe end of 2021. I mean that's crazy to think about. And
Yeah.
that's just the sport we live in. One, we're entertainment. If things get shut down, we're back to unemployed.
Yeah.
So that's just one of the things that also comes with it. You gotta really stay focused. A lot of guys get deterred, and they shy away from it because it is hard. It is hard to continue training when you don't know when you're gonna have the next fight.
Mhm.
Uh, so I've been very fortunate. I got to fight 3 times this year. Hopefully, things stay open in Florida at least to keep my career progressing. But man, we've I'm not gonna name the names, but we've agreed to 3 fights now with undefeated fighters, and they turned us down. We'll wait.
This was before the fight you had last night, or this is
This
after
was
the fight last night?
this was prior to the fight last night. Before this fight last night, I've had three. They offered me 3 guys. We agreed to the fights, and they didn't give us a call back, or they turned us down.
How frustrating, and this is going to carry me into my next question and then last night's performance. Um, that being known that you were offered 3 undefeated fighters, and those 3 undefeated fighters turned you down, which could propel your career in a different trajectory, in a different path. How
Right.
frustrating is that, and how angry were you last night when you got in the ring?
Um, so I wasn't angry when I got in the ring. I was very calm, collected. It wasn't until the body shot that I landed that ended the fight I was upset. I wanted more. I wanted something, just a little bit more. You work really hard, like I always tell you. We work
Mhm.
hard for him. Usually I leave for training camps. So I spend 4 6 weeks away from the kids, and that's something that I value a lot, my time with my kids. So when I have to leave, I want to have a decent fight. I want to have a tougher fight, and last night I didn't get that. So I can't sit there and think about it too long. Keep it moving to the next one. But what was it that you said before that? I'm sorry.
Did that the 3 undefeated fighters that were offered to you, does that give you any animosity, any anger towards either them or your opponent that you're gonna face, or that you were facing last night?
Yes and no. Yes and no. The reason why is when these guys are taking other fights, and it kind of lets me know, okay, they don't want the fight with me because there's too much of a risk, not enough of a reward right now. I understand that. It's we all may be fighters, but at the same time we are also businessmen. A lot of people are trying to be smarter because we've seen the effects of what boxing can do to you, and people just want to value that and understand that they want what's best in their career for them. And I'm not going to be upset about it. Like
Mhm.
last night with Harold, I'm not upset with him if he doesn't want to take a fight with me. He's 22-0, 33 years old. And so if it's up to him to decide, hey, you know what, next fight I want to take a top 10 guy and go ahead and take that route and get a better payday, go ahead, man. I'm not gonna sit here and knock you for that. Um, but I want those guys. I
So
want.
let me, because you just jumped the gun on me, Mark. You jumped the gun again. All right. So those
Right.
that might not know Harold Calderon, okay, they call him King. Big name in the 305 Miami area. Last night he was the main event on the Pier 6 Promotions card. He was the main event. In Miami, he's the Mark of Miami. He has a big following. He's undefeated, like Mark said. He's 23-0, 16 by knockout. So now this is where you come in, Mark. What happened last night? I heard you walked into the ring and you demanded a fight, or you want to fight him next, and something happened that his manager grabbed the microphone. Anyway, you take it over and let me know what happened last night. Walk me through it.
First of all, I got totally thrown off guard because I'm sitting by the lobby. I'm ready to go. I start hearing my name called at the ring, and I was like, "Damn, what's going on?" I look over, like, "Yeah, come on, Mark. Where's Mark at?" I was like, "All right, well, I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look soft to nobody. I'm for the conversation. I want all the smoke." So I come in the ring. I step up to Harold. His manager was there. I said, "Look, I don't care who you are. I don't care about your name. We could get it. We could get it in Miami, here in Tampa. It doesn't matter." I was like, whatever you've accomplished and where you're at right now, I want to take all that from you. I want to take, and that's how we are as fighters. Most of us will be that way. Because at the end of the day, we step in the ring, we're ready, we're hungry, we want that. We see a more wins than us and has a bit more accomplished. We want that guy. That's why they say everybody wants the big fish when they get there.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of guys duck him, a lot of guys avoid him. But once he's there, you can't do anything about it. Look at Spence. Before Spence got a belt, everybody was, oh no, he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough experience. He doesn't have this. Now he gets to make more of the calls, and he says, you know what? I don't want this guy. Leave him. So at the end of the day, man, I want all these guys, and we're just gonna keep working. If we just gotta collect a few more wins until we can get a better name, then that's what we gotta do. But it does suck. It is frustrating when we agree to some of these fights that are guys that are 13, 16, 15 and 0, and we don't get a call back, or they tell us, oh, they went with somebody else. It's upsetting. But nonetheless, my time will come. I'm gonna just keep working and improving, getting better, and taking advantage of the time that I have.
All right, so you're 14-0, 12. What is it? 12 by
So,
knockout. I'm gonna continue saying the same record. I'm gonna continue saying your record. How do you feel so far? You have your power promoter. You have an elite world-class trainer behind you. Everything is in place for Mark Reyes to succeed in the sport of boxing. Everything has to just now get the right opponent and go the right path to maybe a world title, get the money. How do you feel your career has gone so far? You being 14-0, 12 by knockout. Are you excited? Are you happy? Or you feel like, man, the opposition, I mean, I'm ready right now. Let's put somebody in the ring that can go longer than 4 rounds, because the game that you're playing, the game that everyone has been playing. They got you to 14-0. Now, when is it time to pull the trigger and throw Mark in there and see if he can? Is he either going to sink or swim?
Exactly. No, and that's the thing. I want that. I want those fights. Like when if I gotta, man, if I gotta come in B-side somebody, so I'm taking it. We already spoke to DeBella. We gave him a few names that we wanted. DeBella seemed highly interested in making those matchups and making that a possibility. So in the end, come 2021, we want to do next year what we were planning to do this year. Things just got derailed because of the virus situation. But come 2021, things for boxing continue to open up. I look to open up with the competition, step it up, get better fights, get bigger names, and hopefully I don't have to go too long without fighting for a world title, because I want that. I want the belt. I want to go ahead and make my stamp in the welterweight division, and then see what's next for me.
Yep. So, and let me just remind everyone, if you have any questions for Mark Reyes Jr. while you're hearing this interview, please share them so I can ask Mark Reyes and we can get them answered right now for you live. Mark is a beautiful human being. Him, his mom, his father, his stepmother, his brothers, they're all beautiful people. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask Mark, because this interview is for you guys so you can get to know Mark. Big name here in the Tampa area, 14-0, 12 by knockout, and big things are on the horizon for Mark. Now, Mark, obviously, like I said before, you are a big name in the Tampa Bay area. With that comes a lot of pressure, okay? A lot of people are expecting big things from MRJ, King of Tampa. So with that, do you feel any pressure? Do you feel like you have to go out and bring home a world title like the hockey team did, like the baseball team almost did? You know what I'm saying? Is it almost Mark's time in 2021 or either 2022?
That's a good question, Will, and absolutely. The answer to that is absolutely. I got to bring it back to the Bay, and when I do bring it back, I would like to go ahead and fight for either a unification bout or something, or maybe just a title defense here in the Tampa Bay area, at least one. And I want to sell out the Amalie Arena.
Woo!
And
Man, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
hey, this is where I'm from. This is where my people are, and this is this is where I began my boxing career. And if I got to end it here on a night like that, that would make it a perfect opportunity to exit the sport, and that's what I look forward to. So something like that is what I look to accomplish, and if I get to go ahead and do that, then I'm definitely gonna leave my mark here in Tampa as a great welterweight champion, and get to move on with my life.
Okay, my brother, great guy. You also know him, Beast Mode _ Waller. His question: which 147-pound champion, if you have an opportunity to face, which one would you want first? Now, let me just say the names, okay? Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao, Terrence Bud Crawford, and I think those are the only three that are holding a title right now at the moment at 147 pounds, unless I'm mistaken, unless somebody else has a title.
I think so. Think you got it right.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Good one. Shit.
So let's say you were up next, okay? And
I was
those
up.
three were lined up for you. And they say, Mark, you have a choice to pick. Which one is it?
Not gonna like my answer, but I gotta go with Pacquiao.
Wait, but you're going to get criticized. You're going to call out a 42-year-old champion?
I get it, but at the end of the day, it's like you get to fight with a Hall of Famer. I don't know if these other guys are gonna make. They probably will. They got good. They got good. Good pedigrees, and they've accomplished a lot in the sport. But at the end of the day, they didn't come up from 112, 18 pounds to stopping guys at 147 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Having that on my record, getting a W against that man, taking his belts.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great.
I think this is a question from your side of the family, Mrs. Ocasio-7.
Okay.
Okay. MRJ was challenged in Tampa, so the fight should be in Tampa. Once Calderon is knocked out, he can ask for a rematch, and it can be done in Miami. What do you think? So I don't know if she's asking you that question or me, and I totally have to agree with her. If he came over here and was challenged with a manager that has a boxing gym in the Tampa area, so it's not hard to make, I think that should happen. A fight here in Tampa, and if you beat him or when you knock him out, you should definitely go down to Miami and give him a rematch. If you knock him out, he doesn't deserve a rematch, so get him out of there.
Just get him out of there. Like I said, at the end of the day, if I'm ready for that fight, I'll take that fight in a heartbeat. And if if it gets done, wherever it gets done, mm-hmm. the outcome is inevitable. And I'll just make sure that I take that nice W. Hopefully he has a belt. That's what his thing was. He wants to accomplish more. He wants to fight for a belt, things like that. I told him, look, bro, I respect that. Go ahead and get that belt. Just know that you gotta see me after.
Ivan from Pier 6, he said hello. I guess he's saying hello to both of us. He was last night's promoter, Pier 6 Promotions. That's his company. He promoted the show last night. Congratulations to Pier 6 and Ivan for putting on a tremendous show like he always does.
Absolutely. Not gonna say anything, but also thank you to Ryan, Ricky, and Ossox. Class acts. Thankful for everybody that came out yesterday, and I'm just excited to continue to perform in front of my people, and we look forward to moving on, getting bigger events. Hopefully for the next fight in 2021, we get a big network in, and that'll be exciting.
All right, so I'll have a few more questions, and then I know you got to, go to your kids, enjoy your time with your kids and everything else that you have to do before you go to sleep. Now, Mark, obviously, let's not sugarcoat anything. the 147-pound division it has always been a tremendous division from top to bottom, stacked with fighters, great fighters, Hall of Fame fighters, legendary fighters. I can give you just some names: Floyd Money Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns. The list can go on and on and on. Now, you being a fighter now of this generation, how are you going to separate yourself from what everybody else wants to do? And that is either win a title or be financially secure and their children financially secure for the rest of their lives. How are you going to separate yourselves from so many tremendous welterweights in the world?
Number one, I want to start with my team. My team is definitely going to put me in positions to be able to execute the things that I need to do in order to make it to the next level, in order to continue to stay above some of the competition and to go ahead and start edging out those elite guys. Absolutely, that's number one. The talent that I have to continue to showcase that every fight, continue to grow, get better. And with that, everybody's going to continue to enjoy my fights. I feel like I'm a very crowd-pleasing fighter. So I won't really have an issue of getting, booed too much, about not being exciting enough. And, and outside of the ring, I feel like I bring a lot. I'm always looking to help. I'm always looking to be personable with my fans, with the people that are supporting me, and I feel like that's why I have such a great fan base, because I'm able to go ahead and do that and try to give back as well to my community. I feel like it all starts there. When you have a person that's giving back in the littlest ways and in their community and trying to make a difference, that's what matters. God's always gonna provide.
Yeah, Jessica _ 7806 asked, who would you want to fight first in 2021?
Whoever they give me. I mean, whoever I can get that's undefeated and gonna give me a good level of competition in that fight. That's what I want. And the team, we spoke, we all agree that we're gonna continue to say yes to these fights until we get somebody, and we're just gonna be ready.
All right, Jessica _ 7806 asked, this is a great point she brings up. You do a lot of charitable work here in Tampa, Florida. What's your next charity or charitable work you will be doing, either for Thanksgiving that's coming up this Thursday, or for Christmas, or for New Year's, or all of 2021? Anything you have to do, any charitable work you have lined up for the remainder of the year?
We're gonna go ahead and start working on something now with my father and the team. We're gonna go ahead and start working on something to make sure that for the holidays, kids receive some nice clothes, a few toys, things like that. So later on, we'll be asking for donations to help, and then we'll also be doing what we can to make sure that some kids that don't get to have those things and their families are locked up, or they have a paternal parent that's locked up, that we can do that for them. My heart goes out to kids that are also in similar situations like the ones that I was in. Mm-hmm. And I had some people, an organization, do that for me when my mother was in prison, and I just really appreciate that. And I'm just thankful that there's people that are looking out for kids that need it, that kids that do need the help. And I'm just really excited to be able to give back to my community.
Man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful interview, Mark. Man, beautiful words you just said. I'm gonna let you go on. Let's have some fun before I ask you one last question. So, Mark.
Nah, Will, don't do it.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food. I knew something was gonna. Food. I'm actually really hungry right now. I got the kids; they're bathing. I can't get no food right now.
Yeah.
Let me see. That's tough, bro. I love like steak, chicken, fish. So my favorite would be, I say my favorite fish, like a blackened grouper.
Okay.
Right now, off the top of my head, I probably filet mignon from Prime 112 in Miami.
You got money like that?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's honestly, it's not that bad. Prices are moderate, considering
everything is overpriced.
No, it wasn't that bad. You get a huge side. Like I ordered a side of plátanos. It fed the whole table, bro, and it was like $12.
I
It's not
can do that.
that bad. It's not crazy like that. But the food is amazing, amazing, amazing food. So when you go to Prime 112. You will not be disappointed.
Yo, are they? Wait, hold on, man. You just plugged in a company, man. Are they giving you free filet
I
mignon or something?
that food right now because we were talking about my fighting this kid, and now I'm thinking about the food.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, yeah.
uh,
Favorite movie,
no, hold on. Vanilla milkshakes. That's also a go-to. Gotta have vanilla milkshakes.
but you got to cut that out when you're in training
Oh
camp. Is that the hardest food to cut out?
no, honestly, the hardest food to cut out is gonna be sweet tea or lemonade. It's the hardest to cut out.
That's a Tampa boy right there. That's a Florida thing. Sweet tea.
Hey, it's not. Hey, if I'm not getting diabetes while I'm drinking it, it's not sweet enough.
I
It's not.
feel you, man. All right, so what did I just ask you? Favorite movie?
Favorite movie. Uh, I'm gonna say right now, top three is for different reasons. The Gladiator, favorite movie of all time. Watched it probably 100 times. I could continue to watch it. The next one would be Inception, just because of how crazy that is and how you've seen Inception, right?
Yeah.
What else? And then the last one is gonna be Click with Adam Sandler. Come here, mama.
Adam Sandler. Okay, I like those movies. I like those movies. Wait, who do we have here?
Say hi.
Hi, how you
Tell them your
doing?
name. Say
I'm Ellie.
Ellie. What? What's your name?
Eliana Reyes.
Yana Reyes. Wait, hold on, Mark. Wait, is this your beautiful daughter?
This is.
Oh my God! Look at how gorgeous and beautiful she is.
You look like daddy? Huh? You look like your papa?
Yo, Ivan said Mark Reyes Jr. new job is going to be a male ring card.
Ha!
All right, Mark. Yo, I promise this is your last question. Okay, so Thanksgiving is this Thursday. Um, what are you most thankful for on this very difficult 2020 and your life in general? What are you most thankful for? Obviously, we saw one of them.
Absolutely, yeah. The other one's inside. He's running around somewhere. So, man, the most thankful. Uh, I'm gonna say I am thankful that I am. What's that? Oh, I'm gonna say that I am thankful that number one, I get to continue the career that includes the talent that God blessed me with. That I get to have those moments with my family. This is one thing I'm just gonna touch really quickly on it, and
Hey, this show is yours. You can stay here
yeah,
as
yeah,
long as you want.
quick on it because I don't want to get too far into it, but um, the reason why I get in there every day in the gym and I work really hard, or I come out to fight. As you know, boxing isn't easy. Nothing about it is easy. But what makes it easier is knowing that every time I fight, I get to unite. You got your piggy bank. That I get to unite both sides of my family. I get to unite so many friends, so many family members, people that haven't seen each other in years. And instead of us getting together and mourning a loved one's death, we get to celebrate something that's positive and continue to do so as long as my career progresses.
Hey, I'm sorry that I'm laughing because
No, she.
Jessica underscore 7806 said, Mr. Montero, when are you getting in the ring with MRJ?
Oh,
Jessica, let me just answer that. Sorry, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that I'm laughing like that. It's a joke. Well,
yeah.
hopefully it's a joke. Um, well, never. I'm never getting in the ring with Mark. I'm not crazy.
What you said at the weigh-in? You told
Hey,
me.
no, we'll talk off camera. Sorry. Hey, I will end this interview immediately. I will end it right now. Hey, it's your show, but I have the end button. Oh, look, Mark, my sister is on here. She said you guys look alike. You do. You two look. Oh my God. Yo, twins. Please let MRJ
Hey,
redeem himself. Oh my God.
All right, look, hold on.
Yeah.
We gotta do the face. Ready? 3, 2.
Oh my God, this is freaking amazing, Mark. Um, like on behalf of Sidestep Boxing, I want to thank you for taking time out of your very, very busy schedule. Because obviously, me and you, we talk. I know you have kids. I know you have your mom, your grandmother, your stepmother, your brothers. That everybody wants a piece of Mark. Everybody wants a piece of Mark. So let them know, so they can continue following you, and most likely, we'll catch up with you early 2021. Let them know where they can follow you on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and I'll read a few questions and then I'll let you go because I know you got to do your thing.
All right. Yeah, on Instagram you can follow both accounts, official Mark Reyes Jr. or MRJ Boxing. Official Mark Reyes Jr. I post a lot less. It's more of my personal page, but everything boxing related gets posted on the MRJ Boxing page. As well, I have the Facebook page, which is Mark Reyes Jr. Boxing. You guys can go ahead and follow me there. Who else posted? Tell us what happened when you guys played basketball.
Don't
Will
listen to
won.
him. Don't listen to him.
Will won.
Hey,
That's it.
Mark. Don't listen to him because then I'll get a shine, and then this interview will go left, and then we'll get in an argument, and then I'll never get an interview with you again. So we don't want that to happen.
Well, so
No. It's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool. Hey, you're the man, Mark. You're the man.
yeah, everybody has a bad day, Everybody has a bad day.
Yo, anything you have to say to your fans that are watching you right now? Because look, man, we got a lot of viewers. It was in the split of a moment interview. We said, boom, let's go, and they're following.
We made that plan today, right?
Yeah, we made that plan today. And you know who else? You know who I'm gonna interview? And this is just us talking. I gotta get Ryan Ricky in here, man. Dude's a power mover, man, and Ivan too. We gotta get these interviews in here, man.
No, they did really well with getting as many of the names that they got on for Florida, for the Tampa Bay area. They did their thing. They did really well. The show was a good turnout.
Wait, hold on, man. And I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. Was there social distancing and the masks were worn last night?
Masks were worn. Social distancing was forced. There was a point in time.
Okay.
Good.
I'm sorry. What happened? I'm sorry.
I just want to make sure I'm good because I lost you for a second.
No. It was my fault. What happened?
Okay. No, but masks were worn and social distancing was enforced. Ellie, do not get close to the flame, please. You're doing a little too much. Relax.
Ocasio said 7. How did it feel to be a ring card boy last night?
Ring card boy. And you know what? I might do it just one round every show that I'm at. I'll do it once, say hi to the people, show off a smile, and then go back to doing my thing and knocking people out.
Make sure they throw dollars in there, man, so your purse can go up higher.
Hey, there we go.
Hey,
What I'll do is I'll start talking to the promoters, telling them, look, if you guys want me to go ahead and get in there, because obviously it's selling, people loving it.
Yeah.
You gotta break me off a little bit extra, all right? Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Throw me a bone.
Hey, that's what's up, Mark, man. Hey, like I said, I'm gonna let you go, man, because I know you got things to do. And your daughter, beautiful. Your family, amazing, man.
Thank you,
hey, like I said,
hey,
what's up?
Be ready. This is what's coming to your life soon.
Yes, I am having a beautiful baby girl. Hey, and you know what's crazy? Elisa Montero. So Ellie, same thing, baby Ellie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, Ricky said 50% capacity in the arena. We appreciate everyone's commitment to safety. That's beautiful. And you guess what? It starts with you guys. It starts with Ivan and everybody involved in the show. That was a beautiful thing. I did hear there was social distancing and the masks were worn. So that's a beautiful thing. Tampa, if you're watching this and you want to make sure that there's social distancing and masks, I'm telling you, so come out to the show and come and support. But you got to get your tickets early. If you don't get your tickets early and Mark is fighting on the card, they're going to sell out. It's pretty much that. Hot Rod was on the show. Jean Guerra was on the show. And they get all the top fighters. So you got to purchase your tickets early. Mark, I'm out of here, man. MRJ, the Green Eye Bandit. I can't stand it no more. Myra, Jessica, Stop playing me, man. Come on, we family. We
Yeah.
family. Mark, thank you so much, man. I
Sure, no,
appreciate it,
no.
man. Thank you so much.
All right, bro.
Bye.
Hey, thank you, Will. We'll see
Yeah,
you
yeah,
soon.
thank
Say
you. Thank
bye.
you so much. I'll see you in 2021. Bye.
See you then, man.
Next time, probably she'll shake my hand when she sees me on the basketball court.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Guys, like I said before, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out this beautiful interview with Mark Reyes Jr. Make sure you go follow him on his page. Make sure you go follow Ryan Ricky. These are big names that I'm telling you that are movers and shakers in the boxing game. Pier 6 and Ivan, you guys, continue to follow us, continue to follow Sidestep Boxing, continue to follow these fighters and everybody else. We're going to try to continue to bring you more interviews, more fantastic insight into the sport of boxing. I'm out of here once again. The Green Eye Bandit. I can't stand it no more. Remember, make sure you follow Sidestep Boxing on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. And thank you so much, Odd Sots. I greatly appreciate the socks. Those things are amazing.